Recognition honoring the 2022 Alumnus of the Year, recipient of the ICC Distinguished Service Award, and the Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. Today we honor 4 individuals who have achieved success and who have a special connection with the college. 2022 Alumnus of the Year, Dr. C.K. Dick White of Tupelo, first ICC Distinguished Service Award recipient, Mississippi Representative Donnie Bell of Fulton, and Athletic Hall of Fame inductees Marty Cooper of Fulton and David Duke of Clinton. In the last hour, we have cut the ribbon for the Carrie Ball Williamson Recreational Center, honoring a true legend whose career included women's basketball and softball coach and athletic director. Coach Ball Williamson, would you please stand as we appreciate you and your service again. Today, we also recognize several special guests who have joined us for the significant event in the life of Itawamba Community College. Would you please stand as your group is introduced? Members of the legislature, state, county, and local officials, Board of Trustees, Alumni Association Board, and Foundation Board, former recipients of the Alumnus of the Year and Athletic Hall of Fame, as well as former administrators of ICC. Let's give them a round of applause. It is the responsibility of the Alumni Association's Board of Directors to select the Alumnus of the Year and Athletic Hall of Fame honorees from among the nominations, which are solicited from all alumni of Itawamba Junior College and Itawamba Community College, as well as current members of ICC's faculty and staff. This year, a very special award has been added, the Distinguished Service Award. It is my pleasure to work with such a committed and dedicated alumni board, especially incoming President John Lee Lyles of Houston, who will bring greetings on behalf of the Alumni Associations.
On behalf of the ICC Alumni Association, welcome to Homecoming 2022. It is my privilege to share in this significant celebration in the life of the college. It is a special honor to participate in this ceremony that will recognize such deserving individuals, especially in this year leading up to ICC's 75th anniversary next September 1. We appreciate your presence today, your continuing connection with Itawamba Community College. It is a place which provided an exceptional start for all of us, as well as a lifetime of memories, and now enabling our children and grandchildren to continue our legacy where the best start. Although the college and the student population have grown over the years, ICC continues to be a special place. Our Alumni Association has made excellent choices this year. Congratulations to each of you. I encourage you to be a part of the Alumni Association if you aren't already. It is my pleasure to present Dr. Chad Chase, ICC Dean of Students and Director of Athletics, who will bring greetings from the Athletic Department.
Good afternoon. What an exciting time it is to be an ICC Indian. On behalf of our coaches, staff, and student athletes, welcome to Homecoming 2022. In this ceremony, which honors new inductees into the Athletic Hall of Fame, as well as this year a very special dedication. At ICC, we take pride in our student athletes, and we strive to represent you, our loyal supporters, in a positive manner. This year, 101 of our student athletes earned Mississippi Association of Community College Academic Honors, 61 student athletes and 9 of ICC's 11 teams also earned National Junior College Athletic Association Academic Honors. Represented are baseball, men's and women's soccer, women's basketball, golf, softball, men and women's tennis, and volleyball. We are extremely proud that our athletes are truly student athletes. We in the athletic department invite you to visit us often as we compete for championships in all sports. We appreciate you coming today, and we are glad to have you as a part of our ICC family. Dr. Allen.
At this time, we at Itawamba Community College are excited to recognize another of our coaching legends with the dedication of the Davis Event Center Court in honor of Nancy Gray, who was the first coach in this facility. Who was the first coach in this facility. She retired in 2019 after 40 years in basketball, including junior high, high school, and community college. She never had a losing season in 30 years as a head coach, finishing her career with 696 wins, 213 losses. In 13 seasons at ICC, she compiled a 250-win, 101-loss record, one that included 6 20-plus winning seasons. Coach Gray, who began her career as an assistant for her former coach, Jimmy Guy McDonald, at her alma mater in Hulka, also led high school programs in Bruce and Tupelo. Highlights of her career from 2007 to 2019 include 7 North Division championships, 2-time MACJC championships, 3-time NJCAA Region 23 Coach of the Year, and inductee into both the ICC Athletic Hall of Fame and the MACCC Sports Hall of Fame. In 2013, Coach Gray and the Lady Indians advanced to the NJCAA National Tournament in Salina, Kansas, the program's first appearance in the national tournament since 1975. That was the year that she was a member of the revitalized women's basketball team, which in its first year and under the leadership of Coach Billy Caples won the MACJC State Championship and participated in the NJCAA National Tournament in Vecinos, Indiana. She also was named the Honorable Mention All-American. She and her husband Joel Gray have 2 children, Joseph, who is married to Kayla, and Tiffany, who is married to Daniel, and 7 grandchildren, Rowan Joseph Gray, Hunter Reed Gray, Connor Alexander Gray, Gray Irene Denton, Trudy Isabella Denton, Sarah Caroline Denton, and Noah James Denton. We ran into each other one night at the Build-A-Bear with some grandkids in tow, and I kept trying to tell them that she'll buy them anything they want. Just keep picking stuff out. Congratulations, Nancy Gray. Itawamba Community College dedicates this court where you spent countless hours molding and shaping young women into the remarkable adults they are today. In your honor and appreciation for your stellar career, not only on this court, but as we said about your colleague and friend, Carrie Ball Williamson, earlier this afternoon, for your special place in our ICC family and for the countless lives you have touched along the way. Since you were an integral part of the 1975 IJC team, your legacy will continue. Nancy.
An honor like this doesn't come on my own merit. It is a blessing from the great God that I serve, who has allowed so many wonderful people in my life through my playing and coaching years. I am grateful for growing up in a small town of Hulka, Mississippi, playing under James H. Shorty Turner and Jimmy Guy McDonald, who were also graduates from Itawamba Community College. So my whole life is involved with Itawamba Community College. At that time it was Itawamba Junior College. I share this honor with Coach Turner and Coach McDonald, fine men who started with me in the 5th grade. So I have been playing or coaching basketball for 50 years. Thanks to Coach Billy Caples, who was the first coach at Itawamba Junior College after the resurrection of women's basketball after the passing of Title IX in 1974-75. And to the great players that Coach Capel brought here to Itawamba in that inaugural year, as Dr. Allen said, under his tutelage we were able to win a state championship, Region 23 championship, went to Vincennes, Indiana, won 2 games in the national tournament. It's a different format then, but won 2 games while there and had just a stellar career under Coach Caples. I'm grateful to all the principals in the small schools that I coached, to Hulka, James Shorty Turner hired me there. Bruce, I served 9 years there. Ray Freeman was a principal at that time. Tupelo, Matt Curley, and Matt Curley was a principal. Johnny Hill was the AD. And then for my great fortune, when Dr. Cole and Mike Eaton and Kerry Ball pursued me at Tupelo to come here to what Dr. Cole calls this little paradise on the Tom Bigby over here, and to be able to coach at ICC. Thank you for assistant coaches, great players. That's the only way. You can't be a great coach if you don't have great players. So that's the bottom line of the whole thing. You want to be a success? Wrap yourself with good people. And now to Coach Porter, who carries on the legacy of tradition and of excellence here on this court. To Dr. Allen, Board of Directors, Alumni Association, I thank you so much for honoring me, thereby honoring the coaches of the past. Billy Caples, Dot Murphy, Billy Todd, Max Munn, and Kerry Ball, and all the athletes, especially female athletes, who have come on this court. Also for your support, Board of Directors and Dr. Allen, for the gamut of women's sports on this campus, how we've grown and how we will continue to grow. Lastly, to my beautiful family, I won't read the names I have here, to my beautiful family who has been such an integral part. Joel, who has put up with a coaching wife for all those years and is still following me and living with me. To my children, Joseph and Tiffany, who grew up on a school bus, and Hulka and Bruce, and who spent countless hours without a mom at somebody else's house eating dinner because I was out coaching. To my sister, Gail, for always being there at everything that's ever been an honor for me. She's always there. And to their spouses, Kayla and Daniel, and to all these wonderful grandkids that I get a chance to call mine. Thank you all for your love, your support. May you dare to dream big dreams and then go to work and make them happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. It is a pleasure to present Michael Upton, Director of Advancement, who will recognize the inductees into ICC's Athletic Hall of Fame for 2022.
Our first honoree this year is Marty Cooper of Fulton, who served as the head basketball coach at ICC from 1998 to 2012 before he retired from coaching and continued as a faculty member. As with Coach Nancy Gray, he was the first ICC men's coach to lead his team in this facility. He coached the Indians to 4 league titles and won the league, state, and the region in 2008, which was ICC's first in more than 35 years. Marty Cooper is the only coach in ICC's history to take his team to the national tournament in Hutchinson, Kansas, and he did it 3 times, 2002, 2007, and 2008. He was named MACJC Coach of the Year in 2008 and NJCAA Region 23 Coach of the Year 3 times. His overall community college record was 368 and 219. He also coached at East Central Community College in Mississippi, where he guided his team to the state championship in 1993. He is currently boys basketball coach at Bell Green, Alabama, where his teams have been area champions for 3 years, region champions in 2021, and state runner-up in 2021, the first team in school history to accomplish this level since 1994. His cumulative coaching record is 447 and 223. Coach Cooper and his wife Jennifer, who served as his assistant coach both at ICC and East Central, as well as a natural science teacher, have 1 daughter, Mackenzie. Coach Marty Cooper, on behalf of Itawamba Community College, it is a pleasure to present this award and induct you into the Itawamba Community College Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Well, it means a lot. I mean, I could share some of the text messages that once this was announced and I got a hold of some of those guys. And like, you know, Jen and I, we're humble, we're very proud that, you know, that this is going to happen, go in the Hall of Fame, but the best part about it was getting all the comments from players that you might not have, seen in person for 20 years. And for them to make the comments that they made about how we did, change their life in a positive way, it just means so much. It makes you realize that this is really, I'm going into the Hall of Fame, but it's really about all the players that we had that, made this possible. Went to Savannah, Georgia for my first full-time assistance job, where I got my feet wet as a recruiter and worked for a guy that had been at Miami of Ohio. Then I had a chance to go back to Miami, and that's when I met Jen, and that turned out to be a great relationship because it'll be 31 years on October 9th. A lot of times when I'm yelling and the players weren't sure what they were getting yelled at for, she was really great at instructing them, letting them know what was expected of them. So it's just been a great, relationship on and off the court. And it just makes me feel good that so many people found joy, in ICC basketball during those 14 years that we were on the sideline. Our daughter Mackenzie, poor child, she was, Jen and I both coaching and recruiting. We were dragging that kid all over the Southeast United States when she was 6, 7 years old. She celebrated 2 birthdays on the bus to Hutchinson, Kansas. So it was just kind of a way of life to her. She grew up on the ICC bus, and now she's a senior at Mississippi State, and we're proud of her. And I have a daughter in Ohio, Emily. Just really proud of her, and she's a softball coach now. And I have a son, Ryan, out in Denver, Colorado. And then I have my mom. My mom's 82. I know she wishes that she could be at the event, but she's just not able to travel that far. And my dad passed away a year ago, September. I know he would be very proud, so appreciate both of them. And then I have 2 younger sisters. I have a sister, Carla, back in Ohio teaching and taking care of our mom, and I have another sister, Kathy, in South Carolina. She's been a nurse most of her life, and just really appreciate the family support that I've had for well over 30 years in the coaching profession. But love them all, and owe them a lot.
We will now recognize the second inductee into ICC's Athletic Hall of Fame for 2022. Our second honoree is David Duke. David attended IJC for 2 years, beginning in 1983, and was an integral part of the college's first state tennis title since the program began in 1974. He completed both years in the NJCAA championships in Ocala, Florida, and continued his tennis career at Mississippi College, where he played for 2 years. During his freshman year at IJC, he won the #2 singles title, and as a sophomore, the #2 singles title, and with his partner, the #1 doubles title. Since 1994, he has been a teacher, most recently at Clinton Junior High School, and since 2001, he also coached the Clinton High School tennis team from 2007 to 2019. Mr. Duke is married to Misty, a 7th grade ELL and Reading Excel teacher at Clinton Junior High School. He has one son, Chandler, an accountant at Waring Oil in Vicksburg. He is the son of David and Carol Duke of West Point. On behalf of the Itawamba Community College family, it is my pleasure to induct you, David Duke, into the ICC Athletic Hall of Fame for 2022. Congratulations.
First of all, I'm just so excited to be the first male tennis player inducted into the ICC Athletic Hall of Fame. That means a lot to me. I'm very honored, I'm very humbled, because I know that Coach Johnson could have picked any of the players that he's coached, and he picked me. That means more to me than anything. My first year at ICC, I went undefeated. I didn't lose a set or a match, and I was so relieved to win my first championship. But back then, I didn't think about that. I thought about just playing tennis. I did pretty good. I won both years in junior college. I won both state singles championships. And then I was excited to know that was IJC's first state championship. Well, it feels good to be the first of anything. So I was very excited that we won the state championship for the first time in IJC history. I don't like to brag about it, but my wife said, look, when you get in the Hall of Fame, it's okay to talk about your accolades. I have several people I want to thank. First of all, I always want to thank my mother and father. They've always been very supportive of me. When I wanted to buy that Jack Kramer autograph racket back in the 80s, which was expensive, they bought it. When I would drag my toes on my shoes going to serve, and they have to go buy shoes every 2 weeks, they never said a word. They were always there supporting me, and I appreciate that. My wife, Misty, has always been there to support me. When you're a coach, your wife is always there to console you for the losses, help you celebrate with the wins, and I couldn't ask for a better wife. My son, Chandler, who played with me at Clinton High School, and he followed in my love of tennis. You know, he followed in my footsteps, and he loves tennis, still plays tennis today. I'd like to thank people at IJC. First of all, Coach Johnson, for nominating me. I just couldn't believe it. Also, for all his work with me, all his support, I couldn't ask for a better coach. Scott Lee, my best friend in college, my doubles partner, my roommate, I think the world of Scott, and I could not have done anything I did at IJC without Scott Lee. I want to thank the players on the tennis team, Jason Palmer, David Kaysen, Mike Blizzard, David Callahan. I think the world of them. We would not have won state without their support and winning, so I really appreciate them. Once I left IJC and went to Mississippi College, I'd like to thank the people that supported me there. When I went to be the high school tennis coach at Clinton, I'd like to thank all the athletic directors that supported me, all my former players. And then last, I would like to thank ICC Alumni Foundation, the Hall of Fame committee for selecting me. I mean, it's just a great honor, and I think all of those people have helped me in my journey of tennis, and I really appreciate that.
This year, the ICC Alumni Board introduced a new award that we're giving out at homecoming, and it is the Distinguished Service Award. The first recipient of this Itawamba Community College Distinguished Service Award is a very special individual who has assisted in making an impact on the college. ICC alumnus Donnie Bell was first elected to the Mississippi House of Representatives in 2008. He serves as the chair of the Workforce Development Committee and as a member of the Agriculture, Banking and Financial Services Committees, University and Colleges, and Ways and Means Committees. He has been instrumental in securing funding for multiple local K-12 and municipal projects, as well as workforce development for the entire community college system in Mississippi. Representative Bell earned the Associate's degree in Agriculture at ICC, where he was a member of the Forestry Club, and then the bachelor's degree from Mississippi State University. His professional experience includes plant manager at International Minerals and Chemicals in Tupelo, and teacher and coach. He and his wife of almost 32 years, Nelda, have 3 children: Peyton, a teacher at Itawamba Attendance Center; Abby, who is employed by Three Rivers Planning and Development District; and Jeremiah, a junior at Itawamba Agricultural High School. Dr. Allen shared that Chairman Bell has used his influence at the Capitol to not only secure funds for this college, all 15 community colleges, the local school district, and our local communities. The chairman has also used his influence and knowledge of the political workings at the Capitol to assist navigating issues that do not come to his committee. It has been a true privilege for Dr. Allen to have Donnie Bell as his representative and friend, and we appreciate his selfless service to ICC. On behalf of the Itawamba Community College family, it is my pleasure to present the inaugural Distinguished Service Award to Representative Donnie Bell. Congratulations.
I was a working student, so I worked full-time and attended class too, so it was pretty tough, but really enjoyed the faculty, and the older you get, the more you understand the faculty and your teachers and your professors that you had and where they were coming from. I took a group of students to the Capitol, and I felt like I was making a difference with those students while I was teaching, but I felt like if you really wanted to make a difference, you had to get into a position where you really made a difference for the people, and that's the reason I chose to run for state representatives, to try to help the people of this district. Well, we've been able to allocate a lot of additional funding for the community college system as a whole and ICC, and even at the K-12 level, on the local level, like for our vocational center here. There's so many jobs and skill sets that are needed that you really can't do at the high school, and you don't do through the academic program that goes through the CTE program. So ICC with the Belden Center, with the things that they're doing there, that's really educating a workforce that is needed throughout, especially Northeast Mississippi. So ICC has really understood the mechanism as being involved with the community of keeping those educated workforce in Mississippi. I feel like my whole life experience is growing up in Etowah County, working for F.L. Crane & Sons, teaching school, managing a fertilizer plant. It all prepared me for what I'm doing now in the legislature. And Dr. Allen has been very influential with the legislature by being in Jackson, and he chairs the workforce side for the community colleges for all of them. So we have just developed a relationship of trying to work together to not just move ICC forward, but all of the community colleges as a whole. I can't thank ICC enough, and they're such a blessing to North Mississippi, because it's a financial advantage for students to come to ICC instead of, even on the academic side, instead of going straight to the university. Just the expense wise, the closeness to home, and then the education that you get, it's top notch. What you learn here will help you in life.
It is my pleasure now to recognize the 2022 Alumnus of the Year recipient, Dr. C.K. Dick White of Tupelo. A native of Fulton, Dr. White graduated from Itawamba Agricultural High School, and from 1969 to 71 attended IJC, where he was a member of the baseball team. In 2020, he retired as Chief Medical Officer of the North Mississippi Medical Center. From 2018 to 2020, he also served as Interim Chief Quality and Safety Medical Officer for North Mississippi Health Services, and since 2016, Executive Board Member of Connected Care Partners CIN. He has an extensive list of honors and awards, including NMMC Surgeon of the Year and IAHS Alumnus of the Year. Dr. White is a member of numerous professional organizations and serves on the boards of several community organizations, including Antoine Tannehill Good Samaritan Free Clinic, CREATE, CDF, Healthcare Foundation of North Mississippi, Cadence Bank, and Tupelo Aquatic Club Shockwave Aquatics. He is a Sunday school teacher, member of the administrative board, and past chairman of the Board of Trustees and the Staff Parish Relations Committee at the Tupelo First United Methodist Church. In addition to ICC, his educational background includes the bachelor's degree from the University of Mississippi, master's degree and Doctor of Medicine, residency in obstetrics, I can't say the word, OBGYN, and Chief Administrative Resident, all at the University of Mississippi School of Medicine. He and his wife, Elsie, have endowed a scholarship at ICC, and he now serves on the ICC Foundation Board. The Whites have 2 children, Shelley Miller and her husband, Jason of Tupelo, and Tracy Peters and her husband, Silas of Fairhope, Alabama, and 5 grandchildren. Congratulations, Dr. Dick White, Itawamba Community College Alumnus of the Year for 2022.
Very flattered This community college, this educational program in Fulton and Itawamba County means a lot to me. It allowed me to achieve goals in my life that I never thought I would. I think that bridge from going from high school to where you really want to be in life, I don't think any institution could have fulfilled it as well as Itawamba Community College did. Coach Montz was the coach at the time, and he was great. I think being a member of the baseball team would be better than being a player on the baseball team. Back in those days, if you had a glove, and if you go back and look in the annual and you see the pictures, about half of us have on slippers instead of baseball shoes. I think that's the one thing that stayed consistent is the quality, while the facilities and the opportunities and the different areas that you can enter are bigger and bigger and bigger. So I've seen growth in the areas that are very important to attract students and to give a good education, but I've seen a consistency in that quality of education. And to me, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So very proud of where this college is today, and very excited about where it's going to be in the future. If somebody helps me and somebody helps me move forward, it's my responsibility to pass that forward, to play that forward. If you can make a difference in somebody's life that allows them to be who they should be and what they can be, that's what we're put on this earth to do, I think. And so I was the recipient. I was very fortunate that people showed care and concern and compassion for me at a time in my life when I needed it. My family was of the same accord. We were very fortunate that people were good neighbors and good friends. So I think that's what we're supposed to be doing, is helping each other move forward and making the community a better place to live, one person at a time. So most of my service is a pleasure. Anything I do, I really enjoy. I don't get anything more out of it than the pure pleasure of saying, wow, I helped somebody out, just like somebody helped me once.
Congratulations again to all of our honorees from your ICC family. One last presentation to make today. On behalf of the ICC Alumni Association and its board, it is a pleasure to recognize Chuck Howell of Pontotoc for his service as the 2020 to 2022 President of the Alumni Association. Chuck, please come forward and accept this plaque and our deepest appreciation for your exemplary service. And now, current ICC Alumni President John Lee Lyles will bring closing remarks.
Again, congratulations to each of the honorees. In appreciation for your service and contributions to the college, you are now lifetime members of the Indian Club, as well as the Itawamba Community College Alumni Association. We appreciate your attendance today. We look forward to recognizing our honorees again during a pregame ceremony at Lambert Stadium, Eaton Field at 6 p.m. Feel free to mingle with our award recipients before heading over to the stadium. Thank you. Good night.